currently sitting in camping chairs in this empty house.
Listening to our echo.
Feels surreal, and basically we got our Airbnb shut down and we had to sell our condo like this. So we full on embraced RV full-time life, and we wanted to make this video to really show you how you can learn from our mistakes when it comes to operating an Airbnb, and about life itself, and like how we've had to just make changes quickly that hopefully will lead to our ultimate freedom champagne.
Can you imagine exploring North America in a 45-foot fifth wheel with your toddler and German Shepherd dog? Join us, the Freedom Champagne family, as we take you on a virtual tour of our travels and show you what it's like to travel full-time as a family in an RV. Subscribe now to live vicariously through us and explore North America with us. From discovering new campgrounds and cities to meeting amazing people, join us on this wild ride as we make memories that will last a lifetime. Subscribe and travel along with us today.
So I really didn't want to sell it, but within 2 days of it being on the market, we got offers for over asking. And so at that moment, you decide, like, what? Obviously, that's what the universe wants for us. Obviously, it's time for us to really just embark on living in an RV, embark on traveling, and let go of what was. You know, like, we'll have a home one day if that's what we want to do. But right now, we just bought a fifth wheel. So obviously, we're not going to be coming back into this home, and it's time for us to sell it. We outgrew it. The universe spoke to us. So even though, like, I wasn't ready, it wasn't our intention, we had no idea that we would sell it, now we've sold it, and we've sold everything in it. And it's a very liberating experience. It's a lot of work, but we did it. So that's it. This is basically like season 2 of Freedom Champagne, as now we're going to be showing you what our new fifth wheel looks like.
Wow.
We have a diesel pickup now.
What a difference.
We're excited to really, like, hit the road again. And like, for now, we're spending time in Ottawa with friends and family, which is nice. And then we'll be probably going off to, in September, we're going to Israel. So we'll have a break from the RV, get ready for that. And then we'll be going to probably Texas, Arizona, Western Canada.
Amazing. Like, we don't know how is it gonna look, what the future brings. You know, we're not jumping into, you know, buying a new house and planning routes. We actually don't really know, you know, what the future brings, and that's the beauty in it, right?
Because we don't really, and even if you don't sell your whole house and all this, like, you still don't really know what can happen tomorrow. You know, something can happen and change everything, you know? So, like, it's exciting that we're just completely different than anybody else that we know, that's for sure. A lot of people ask me if it was profitable. If you consider the wear and tear on the house, the amount of time it goes into dealing with the property manager, the cleaner, and the guest, it's definitely not passive income. It's definitely a business. It paid our mortgage, you know, like, we got out
in the off season.
Yeah. Like, just as we were getting in the creme de la creme, just when we were getting the good bookings, I had to close it down and sell everything, you know, and it was just such a cozy, good space. And it's just too bad that a lot of older generations don't understand the value of Airbnb. A part of me wanted to fight it, you know, like, get a lawyer and suit up, but it's not our fight. Yeah. You know, our life is really about freedom, and the moment that I couldn't have that freedom anymore, we got sucker punched.
But nevertheless, we still think that it's a good investment opportunity or income stream, and we will definitely in the future be thinking about getting another Airbnb as an investment. But now, after we know all the you know, all the quirks and everything. We definitely know what kind of unit do we need, what kind of house do we need. This, you know, this will be small, easy to clean.
Definitely. Like we learned a lot from this experience, and you learn through doing, you know, like I just wanted to, when we got the notice that we had to shut down the Airbnb, it just like paralyzed me. But I cried for like a day, and then I'm like, hey, what are we going to do? You know, like you get places by doing things, you know, and even this whole Freedom Champagne, what we're doing, you know, I heard a quote the other day that was like, if you have comfort, then you don't have freedom. So if you have freedom, then you don't have comfort. Like comfort zone and freedom are like at two ends of the spectrum.
Yes, definitely.
But we definitely have more comfort knowing that like our family is intact, we have each other, we have our health, we have ambition to want to go and see the world, see things, and continue to grow. Like we've grown so much through this experience, and we will continue to grow way more than if we were just sitting in our condo.
Especially after you let go of so much stuff that you would never use, you would never see it, you would probably...
So much stuff that you just accumulate and like you think you're gonna use, and like it just goes in the basement shelves and you never use it. So
it feels nice, it feels clean.
It is. You should see, like, look what we're looking at right now. Like it's literally empty. Empty. Got like my nice vacuum. The dog is the dog. But that's it. So get ready for more from us. Thank you for watching, and honestly, just let the universe take you where it's gonna take you, because all of our like life projections are written ahead of us. It's bigger than us. It's not even about what we want, what we don't want, what we think we want, what we think we're gonna do. Life just throws you curveballs, and you just gotta go with it. And if you don't take risks,
you don't drink champagne.
So I want to take some time to talk about all the repercussions that this did to our family, since we're a full-time travel family. How not having a home now is actually going to impact us, and has already impacted us. You know, like you do need an address. You need a physical address. By law, if we would have like a P.O. box on our driver's license and we got pulled over, like we don't live at the P.O. box, so you'd be lying, and that's not kosher. So you need an address. And for us as full-time travel family, like we wanted to be able to always like come back to have a base. Like let's say we would want to get out of the trailer and come back to a home, especially as it gets colder in Canada in October, November. Now we have to like go down south quicker because we don't have a home to go into, because it gets colder the longer you wait in Canada. It's Canada, right?
No.
This guy's not that happy to be back. It's peaceful right now, but usually it's full of traffic. Now that we don't have the Airbnb to go back to, it does make us want to reinvest into another property that we could do Airbnb with. The problem is that everything is so expensive and there's nothing on the market. And the interest rate in Canada right now is really high, so there's a lot of unknowns. So we're like, okay, like maybe this is good. Let's park the money and make money on it. And that is passive income, my friends, because an Airbnb is not passive income. It's a pain in the fucking ass is what it really is. It's a lot of work. So in the end, the universe, like I mentioned, does really give you what it's supposed to be. And now we can travel without having to worry about guests booking in, checking in, Don't have to worry if the property is cleaned or not. It's just, we can be wherever we are and totally embrace it, and maybe like buy an investment property in Texas or Calgary. We've been really eyeing Calgary for a while now. There's something magical there. So now we've like allowed ourselves to go completely into the unknown, and we're leaving Blackburn. We're leaving the community that we lived in for 5 years. This is our last night here. Where are you living at? That's it, guys. Basically, if you want to do your own Airbnb and travel or do whatever you want, you really need a freehold property. You really need to make sure that you're buying a place without a condo board, without anybody that can kind of dictate what you can do with your money, with your investment, with your home. It was an unsettling feeling, you know, like even though I knew it was probably coming, like I knew that we were probably not in accordance with the condo board rules, it's still like a sucker punch. It still sucks that you put so much energy and so much effort into something and it just goes away. So for sure, don't do what we did and buy a freehold property, because you never know what the future has in store. Even if you don't want to travel right now and you might want to later on, then it opens up so much opportunity for you to make money, for someone to pay your mortgage while you're traveling. And that's beautiful. That's great, because what I'm seeing a lot of people doing is like selling everything and hitting the road, when like real estate is a great investment. Like we really, it's gonna help us when we want to buy another property, the money that we made from this property. So you do want to do it. You don't want to like get out of the game completely. And especially if you're a travel family with kids, like you do need to set down some roots sometimes with the kids. I know a lot of families do it without having that base or anything. Kudos to them. And like right now, I wonder if that's what we will be. And it's easier to look back and say like, yeah, like everyone's great from this experience. It's like now just starting it. I don't know how long we will travel for, because we do have a toddler. So the future is ours to see, right? And we don't know what's going to be, and we never know what's going to be.